Welcome to Ask M. This is my warehouse. We're teaching classes. One of my coworkers over there is having a little class, so it's going to be a little noisy, but we're just going to make do with what we got. We got to work people out, so they're going to keep working out, and I'm just going to teach you guys some awesome things today. Just some updates. We're in the middle of the CrossFit Games Open, so I've done 2 workouts so far. My girlfriend MK and I have, it's kind of taken over our lives. If you guys are into CrossFit, that's what the Open does. It's very awesome and like this huge community building thing. It's a competition where the best of the best get to go to games, and so it's the start of the process of finding the best of the best. And so it's awesome because my gym is incredible and it's just this great camaraderie, but it's also such a pain in the ass because you have no life until these 5 weeks are over. So we've done 2 workouts so far. I'm sure you've seen me post about them. They're awesome. If you are in the Open right now, I hope you are having fun. I just can say proudly, this is the first time I've ever enjoyed the Open. Usually I am constantly like comparing myself or thinking I'm not good enough. And I'm not saying that I still don't wish I was good enough or wish I was better, but I haven't cried yet. The Open hasn't made me emotional, which is saying a lot. So just anybody out there that's doing the Open, if you are beating yourself up because you wish you were better or you think you should be better, be so proud of what you're doing because you're always better than you were last year, that's for sure. And if you aren't even better than last year because of injury, then that's okay. Just know that you're doing what you should be doing, you're still working for it, and that's all that matters. Just a little be your own superhero love from me to you. Talking to myself here. So anyway, what are we talking about today? Someone asked about my workouts, and so I have the Superhero Challenge starting on April 4th. So please sign up for that if you haven't yet. It's going to be amazing. It's an all-new challenge, a 21-day Superhero Challenge where I send you videos every day for 21 days dealing with nutrition, macronutrients, holistic healing, supplementation, all of that. So really fun videos, kind of like this, but specific, not all over the place. And then April 4th, wait, shit, I distracted myself. So the new challenge is happening. Oh, and someone asked, okay, do I do more workouts outside of the Superhero Challenge workouts? Because I do send you guys workouts for the Superhero Challenge workouts, but I want them to be like short and sweet. So we're gonna talk about workouts that I do and what to pair it with, and then that's gonna tie into deadlifts today. We're just gonna focus on the deadlift. I hope you enjoy. This is Ask M. Keep asking questions. Please subscribe, and yeah, let's get to talking about fun things. Yay, fitness! I was just thinking about how much I like this shirt, and it's so fun to date a girl because I can borrow all her things. So this is actually MK's, but she gave it to me because she says it looks better on me anyway. So I half stole it, half took ownership of it, but it is just so nice to date a girl. It's just one of the great things about it. Okay, moving on. Okay, so this is from Ali_KT. This is on Instagram. And she said, are your daily workouts usually so brief, 7 minutes or 10 to 20 minutes like the ones in your Superhero Challenge, or do you usually work out for longer periods of time? I am curious if the short workouts can make significant changes or if I'd benefit more from longer workouts. Great question. So what I want to talk about is kind of my training and what your goals are for you and what you should do. So I think the most effective workouts are those 20 minutes or less, high intensity, lifting weights at the same time, getting your heart rate as high as you can, bringing it back down, getting it back up, going, and then finishing. And I've seen so many people, they think that they should do an hour of cardio and then lift weights, or they lift weights and then they go do cardio. And that's absolutely not what I believe in. You should combine it all together. That being said, I do think that there's a strength component that a lot of us are missing. So if you're just getting into fitness and you're just kind of getting into I want to get healthier, I want to get in shape, and I want to see results, then 20 minutes or less of those hardcore workouts, if you guys just search my YouTube channel and you'll see some of them. For example, My Kind of Cardio is a great workout for all types. You can modify it for all levels. It's exactly what it says. It's My Kind of Cardio. So it's lots of burpees and box jumps, and you're just getting that heart rate up. Those are so effective and amazing. But I do think that there's a big piece that's missing, and I think that piece is strength training. And so it's tough because I have, you know, a mostly online following, and I just feel like it's really hard for people to get the instruction that they need in the right gym. Even if you are at a gym getting coaching, there's so many bad coaches. I come from 24-hour fitness, and I've seen people teach other people how to deadlift, and it makes me just want to cry. So I have a hard time saying just go pick a trainer and go deadlift, or go pick a trainer and go squat. If you really trust the person, if you've seen them squat, or if you've seen them deadlift and you know that they are like okay, and I mean, it's just tough. How would you know if they're okay? So my goal with these next couple series for Ask Em is just to break down the barbell move. I do have a series called Barbell Blueprint on my website. It's pretty affordable actually for what you get. You get 7 videos and we go through all the moves: deadlift, squat, snatch, clean, and push press, and press overhead. So if that's something you want to get into more and you really don't have a trainer to do it, please do that. It comes with some individual coaching from me, so that could be something that you do. But I just think deadlift is the thing that I see done the most often wrong, and it's the thing we need to do the most often right, because a deadlift in its essence is like, for example, this is like a tire or a box or something that you want to pick up off the floor. And so when you're picking up anything, when you're moving, when you're doing anything, you have to lift things up. So this is a different deadlift, or here, to lift up. What I see a lot of times is this. And so we're just going to start with the barbell and teach you guys how to deadlift. So that being said, back to the question. Yes, 20 minutes or less can be awesome, but if you really want to take your performance to the next level and really work your core in a whole different way and start building muscle, which I think most of you want because muscle burns fat, then I think you should be on some sort of strength training program. And that could be anything from maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday you squat, Wednesday you deadlift, Friday you press. That's what I have my Barbell Blueprint people do. If you're at a CrossFit gym, it's taken care of because there's strength and then the WOD, the cardio. For your own, it's just finding good strength exercises that are pertinent to your goals. So you want to get a better butt, you should squat. You want to get nicer hamstrings, you should deadlift, or a nice butt, deadlift. Shoulders, you should press. A nice core for all 3. All of the barbell moves are great for core. So let's just talk about deadlift. I hope that this is good for you guys. I really want you guys to start strength training. I think it's a great addition to my Superhero Challenge workouts. So come on over. Hey Wade, can I stay over here? Can I steal this bar?
Are you trying to get me on camera or something? Can you edit that out?
Am I okay right here?
Yeah, you can be wherever.
Okay, cool. So I have all my clients start with a broomstick or a PVC or a Swiffer, whatever you have at your house. What you want to think of with deadlift is, instead of starting from the bottom, which can put you in a really rounded position if you're not used to it, is starting from the top. And what I want to emphasize is, even if you think you know how to deadlift, a lot of times people are still using way too much quad, anterior chain. So we want to use this posterior chain, and that means hamstrings, that means glutes, and that means back in the most minuscule way, so that when you're actually doing a deadlift, you never feel your back. You only sometimes feel it a little bit the next day, but like, that's on very rare occasions. It should be all hamstring and glute. And so what you're looking for is starting from the top, tucking your core down, squeezing your glutes, hands right outside your waist, and my hips are going back first. And so I'm really pushing my hips back, keeping my shoulder blades up. So I'm not just coming forward here, stick my chest out, shoulder blades back, hips going back, and then stand. So do that a few times, just to the knees, and then back up. Then we're gonna go mid-shin. So this is where a lot of people, they pass their shin, and they kind of have to go around their shin, because now I'm pushing my knees forward. You really need to push knees back, knees back, knees back. Once I pass my knees, I can start dropping my butt a little bit, but that's it. What I wanna see is hips this far above your knees, because what happens if I'm here, all quads, but now I'm here, all hamstrings. So finding that position where hips go back, hips go back, hips go back, little bit of butt drop, and stand. So what that translates really well into is when I get to the bar, I'm gonna come on over a little closer. When I get to the bar, and now I'm starting on the ground, is finding that bottom position where my knees aren't shot forward. Because if I started and my butt's too far down, the first range of the motion that's pulling, I even just can feel quads right here. So we have to find that position where I set my feet, go all the way into the barbell, roll my shoulder blades back. Sometimes I see people do this first, kind of get tight, reach back down to the bar. Notice my butt is so much further than my hips, than my knees. So I have this nice angle here. Roll those shoulder blades back. So I'm not here, I'm pulling shoulder blades down and back. Take a big breath in and lift. Lift. And I've seen a lot of people, you're trying to find a good position. This is just a kind of frequently asked question is, where do I breathe? And you never want to change your diaphragm in the movement. And so if I'm here and I breathe on the way up, the goal with a deadlift is to go as heavy as possible with perfect form and not feeling it anywhere except glutes and hamstrings. And working up to heavy, the only way a deadlift is that effective is if we can pick weights that are going to challenge us in the gym so that when we're lifting things in real life, we're able to maintain it without getting injured. I've seen so many people get injured lifting things, and especially nurses and people that are constantly lifting stuff is because they're always here. So trying to make those legs do the work is going to be really important. So finding a challenging set for 5, but take a good 2 weeks to dial in form before you even think about adding weight. I see a lot of clients just jump right in, throw some weight on the bar, and then all of a sudden they look like this. It's really important to make sure this piece of your back is almost, not almost, but is not flat, but really in that lumbar curve. So we have that natural lumbar curve, and if we keep that with a deadlift, we're doing a good job. If we lose it, then we need to work on things like Supermans. So this is one good warm up for the deadlift, and this is where I will end. Just laying on the ground, hands here, and then lifting up. And if this hurts your shoulders, you can bring your shoulders in. And just working on finding that position, that extension, so that when you are doing deadlifts, you can keep your back in this position, if your head's here and your legs are here, because we don't want rounding at all. So start with PVC, maybe a little bit of weight, making sure you even film it, make sure you're having someone watch you, go through, look in the mirror, do something that you know is perfect before you even think about adding weight. But when we do deadlifts, we can work up to sets of 5s. 5 sets of 5s is perfect. And then 1 rep maxes are kind of pointless. But we're trying to get all of that posterior chain engaged so that when you are in real life moving and lifting and doing all that stuff, you're a badass and you won't get hurt. Okay, cool. So yes, I believe in strength training. That was the deadlift. That was one piece. If you guys want to see different moves, please ask the questions and I will make sure Blake and I do it next time. Cool? Okay. Sign up for my challenge, April 4th. It's coming up soon. I feel like it's flying by. March is gonna fly by. So sign up, get new meal plans, new challenge videos, and just a whole bunch of fun with a great superhero community, superherounleashed.com. I'll see you guys next week.